Hey everybody, welcome. Today we're looking at features of Adobe Express, and today what we'll be looking at is a convert to GIF feature, which I think you'll find interesting. Remember to navigate to express.adobe.com, sign in with your Google login, and remember that you're an enterprise user, not a personal user, if you're asked to authenticate that. All right, today then, we want to create a graphic that has some animation to it. So let's get started on that. First, we'll create a graphic by clicking this kind of pinkish purple plus sign in the top right. We want to go custom size, and if we're doing this for Canvas, let's do something about 1000 by 400. That makes a pretty reasonable header, so we'll say next. And now we should get this nice white box. Now, let's try something new here. Let's add a photo. And for today, we'll look at this image of a lion on a rock. So we'll search for that, and we can find this image right here. By clicking on it, we get the option to add it to the background. So now we'll add that as the entire background. And I want to add that one more time. And you'll see why in just a second. So on this one, instead of adding this one to the background when I click on it, I actually want to remove it from the background. And so now it should just be that lion. Okay, cool. So now let's click the check mark here, and we can size this front image to be the same size as the back image. So that's going to take just a touch of dragging here. Kind of get it to be about the right size. We're close. We want to go just a little bit bigger and make sure that it lines up reasonably well with the lion behind it. It's a little bit bigger, but that's not bad. Actually looks okay. So now we're ready to go here. What I'd like to do now is to make this lion that's sitting on the top layer down here pop out just a little bit. So I'm going to click on the background, and I want to add an effect to this background. So I want to go to the filters over here, and I want to make that background black and white. So now the lion pops just a little bit. So I want to click on the lion. We'll enhance it just slightly by upping the saturation, which makes the lion just a little bit brighter, and he pops out from that background just a little bit more. So we get that to sit just like we want it. All right, fantastic. Now let's add some text here. So we can add our own text, and because this is for a school with lions as the mascot, so we'll type in lions right here, take that text, size it up substantially, make it nice and big, and our next job is, it's kind of in front there. So I'm going to add a couple of things to it, like a drop shadow, make that black. And then I want that to be somewhat behind the lion. So I'm going to drop that down so that it's in the layer behind, and now the lion's in front of it. So, very nice. All right, well, I think we've got a pretty decent graphic here. Let's change that to 100% and see what it looks like. Size-wise, not too bad. We've got that text. Let's size that up just a little bit more. And now let's add an animation to it so we can make this an animated GIF image. So click on the X right there so we can see the animation menu item right here. Click on that, and I kind of like this typewriter feature. It's kind of cool, and maybe we'll try something else with that. Kind of random as it types it in. It's pretty cool. We could also do a color shuffle, which makes it run through this set of colors. Wow, that's pretty cool. Let's click on that and have it go a little bit more slow. Okay, fantastic. Well, I think that looks pretty good. So let's close that window, and now we'll get ready to download. You'll notice when we click on download, whoops, I better name this first. So call it Lion Graphic for now. We don't have the option to make a GIF. It just has MP4 video, and as an MP4 video, we can't use that just everywhere, like Canvas, for example. So I'm going to choose MP4 video, but start my download, and we'll give that just a moment. You'll note we get a notification here that it's saving the project, and this is called Lion Graphics, so we give it just a second to download that. And once it downloads, I have to give that one more try just to make sure I got it. Once we get the download, we're going to jump to this Make GIF feature, Create GIF in Adobe Express. So we've got our project done. Let's go back home right now, and one of our quick actions is Convert to GIF. Didn't say that right the first time, but that's cool. So we'll click on Convert to GIF, and now we can take our lion graphic, which was an MP4 video, right, which doesn't work all places that we would like it to, and we'll drag and drop our lion graphic right over here. If I can get that to work, we'll drop it right there. And now we're ready to go. And I want to make it nice and large. We'll click on download. Now remember, during this time, an animated GIF is like a flipping card deck that you've got slight changes on each card, and so as you flip through it, you kind of see the animation. Probably did that with Post-it notes when you were back in elementary school. That's kind of where I did it. And so we'll wait for this to process. You can see it takes just a few moments to kind of chew through it. It's making one image for each change. Great, now we're ready to go. So I have a page here in my 5th grade science class. It's called Lion Page for now, and I want to add that graphic. So we'll jump to Upload an Image. We'll click here to find the image, and that, as you recall, is called Lion Graphic, and now it has that .gif ending. We'll click on Open, and we'll submit. And for whatever reason, it comes in at the wrong size. So once it loads here, we'll give it just a moment to do that. Click on the image, click on Image Options right there, and as you recall, we set this to be 1000 by 400. So we can click on that now, jump to center, we'll save the page, and now we have that really cool color shuffle going on with the lions. Well, thanks for joining today. That's how in Adobe Express you can use this Convert to GIF, combining it with a feature you've already used, which was making the design in Adobe Express. Well, I hope you enjoyed it today. Good luck with this, and meanwhile, have a great day.